What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike. Welcome back to another Power Book 4 Force video. This is going to be the review and recap for Power Book 4 Force, Season 1, Episode 9, titled Trust. If you're a fan of Power, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on Power Book 4 Force, you get them. Now, this was a crazy episode, man. Things are going down. You know, everybody's gonna be at war. It's just getting crazy because Gloria died and Vic wants to blame Tommy, all because of Walter, man. Walter's getting inside of Vic's head and he's even getting inside of Claudia's head, which is pissing me off because I really liked the Tommy and Claudia team up, but that's not happening anymore, man. At the end of the episode, we see Claudia is down with Walter and Vic killing Tommy, and that really pisses me off. But it was a good episode, solid episode, man. 9 out of 10. You know, Joseph Sikora said that episode 9 and 10 were some heat and they would be the best episodes of the season, and he did not lie, man. Episode 9 was straight heat, man, straight fire. Now, when the episode starts, we see Vic reflecting on Gloria's death, just thinking back to what happened in slow motion and stuff. And Walter comes to pay him a visit in the hospital. You know, Walter finds out that it was the Serbs and stuff. Now, Vic doesn't know what to think, but Walter, of course, brings up Tommy's name, saying Tommy set him up and stuff like that. You know, Walter's always trying to corrupt somebody, and I'm sick of that shit. I don't like Walter on this show at all. I'm just being honest. I never liked him. The entire season, I have hated this dude. And Vic said, no, not Tommy. He tried to warn me. You know, he tried to get me and Gloria out of town. Walter told him that Tommy and all the Serbs would be dead before he knows it. You know, Walter's trying to go after all them. Now we see Dmacc working, man. Dmacc is counting all this money. Tommy brings some more money in, and it's just crazy. There's money everywhere. And Tommy was super impressed with Dmacc's ability to do his numbers and stuff. And Tommy says, man, you might be the smartest kid I ever knew. I knew somebody like that once. You know, he was in the business with me, but now he's dead. And he pretty much told Dmacc that he can do anything, man. He can reach his goals rather than deal with the streets and be caught up in this life, because it don't end good for nobody. Now we see JP packing up his grandmother's stuff, and he's upset, man, because he can't believe Miriam just died like that. And, you know, he tried to call Kate, and it didn't really go too well. And his dad, Herman, talked to him about everything. I think he's really having thoughts about Kate because, you know, she was never in his life, and he doesn't want to be that parent that's not in his child's life. So he said he'll find his son Darnell, aka Dmacc, and he's gonna be in his life. He has made that decision. Now Claudia moved this Dahlia to some clubs and stuff, and she had this woman in the car. They were kissing and stuff. We know how Claudia gets down, man. She likes women. She was about to have fun with this woman, and then she learns from Walter that Vic had been shot, and she tells this woman to get the hell out of the car, and she gets home as fast as she can. When she gets there, Walter tells her what happened. You know, he tells her that Gloria died, that she wasn't so lucky. She goes outside and she sits there with Vic for a while, and she's talking to him about the situation. And he told her that Tommy, you know, was involved. And Vic thinks it's because, you know, Tommy was messing with Gloria before. You know, he thinks that Tommy didn't want to see Vic and Gloria happy. And Claudia is just like, no, Tommy, are you sure? It can't be Tommy. You know, she was saying that Tommy is strategic and smart and stuff. And if he wanted Vic dead, it would have already been done. She said she doesn't know him that well, but she knows that much. And Vic was just convinced nobody could change his mind. And Walter came out and said, what did I miss? And Vic says Claudia doesn't think Tommy had something to do with it. And, you know, Walter, of course, tries to get in both of their heads, like always. He told Claudia that she was either with them or against them. Now we see Liliana and Tommy meet up, and she knows about the hit on Vic and stuff, and she tells Tommy. And Tommy's freaking out like, did he survive? And she's playing dumb at first, but then she's like, yeah, he survived, because she knew somebody at the hospital or something. So that's where she got her information. You know, Tommy was freaking out. He was like, was there a woman with him? Talking about Gloria. And she didn't know if Gloria was dead or alive. She didn't even know if Gloria was in the car with them. Tommy thought it was Walter that hit Vic and Gloria and not the Serbs. And he kept trying to call Claudia and stuff, but she didn't answer. He thought it was suspicious. Now we see Walter is finally opening up to Claudia, telling her things, telling her that he wants her to be part of this war room and stuff. And she's happy that he's finally coming to her for stuff because he never did before, this side of the business. And he says that she needs to keep Vic safe and away from Tommy, since they were going to have Tommy killed and stuff. And Tommy was calling her, man. She's stuck in the middle. She don't know what to do. Now we see Walter talking to Vic, telling him that family is important and stuff. And he says, look, you're not going to be making moves as a boy anymore. You're going to be making moves as a man. Walter goes outside and talks to Paulie. And Paulie doesn't really understand why Walter's doing what he's doing. He doesn't necessarily agree. But Walter tells him that he's bringing in the 4 horsemen to help, with the war and stuff. Now we see JP in the lab. And he steps outside to try to call Kate, and her number is disconnected. So he's pissed off. Now we see Tommy is super worried about Gloria. He goes to her bar and there's nobody there. He tries to call her and stuff. He's kind of freaking out. Then he goes to the lab to talk to JP and Lauren and stuff. It's payday. He's paying everybody. JP is happy with the amount of money that he's receiving. He wants to keep doing this, man. He wants to extend this gig because he's thankful to Tommy. And Tommy's like, no, what was up. You know what we discussed, and this is too dangerous for you. And then Tommy tries to call Claudia again, and there's still no answer. She's straight dodging him, man, ghosting him. Now, as Dmacc is walking, he runs into Marshall, and Marshall's trying to explain himself, saying that, Jannard, Blackston, and the whole CBI cut him out, and now he wants to make things right with Dmacc. Dmacc is pissed, man, but Marshall's like, why don't you just punch me? So Dmacc's acting like he's getting ready to punch him, and he's like, nah, I'm just playing. I missed you. So they made up, and they're talking about getting back at CBI. Now we see JP and Tommy talk again, and JP says, I gotta tell you something. Tommy says, I gotta tell you something too. But JP goes first and says that he called Kate, and Tommy was pissed off. I mean, he was super pissed, going off on JP, saying, you don't know what you just did. He wanted to know if JP gave up his location or whatever to Kate, and JP said no. Now this punk ass cop is threatening Detective Bennigan, and he's asking Bennigan for double the money. So he wants another $50K or whatever. And Bennigan says, there's no way I'd be able to do that. And this dude says, look, you're going to do it or you're going to face the consequences. I swear I'm going to tell everybody what you're up to. Now, Liliana tells Tommy that there's some Irish hitters in town. And Tommy says something ain't right because Claudia has been ghosting me. And they're talking about how they can handle Claudia and stuff. And Liliana talks about, tying her up and stuff. And Tommy don't want to do that. I think he wants to play nice with Claudia. But Claudia is acting funny. Now we see Jannard and Blackston talking at the barbershop in the basement. They're talking about Tommy being the plug for Dahlia. And I had no idea how they even found out Tommy was the plug. I don't think it showed them actually finding out. So I don't know how they know. He didn't understand why Diamond is so blind when it comes to everything. He thinks Diamond and Tommy have to go. And Diamond overhears everything because he walks in the barbershop and he's pissed off. You can tell by that look on his face that he's pissed. And Jannard and Blackston walk upstairs. And Diamond played it off. He came from the back acting like he didn't know they were down there. And Jannard and Diamond hug or whatever. And you can see all over Jannard's face that he just wants to kill Diamond. Now Tommy and Claudia meet up at Claudia's place. And he asks why she's been dodging him and stuff. And she says, look, you're the one who set Vic up, didn't you? And Tommy's like, nah, who told you that? Because I tried to help Vic and Gloria. I warned them and told them to get out of town. I mean, just think about it. If Tommy wanted Vic dead, Vic would have been dead. We know how Tommy operates. But Tommy wanted to know if Gloria was dead or whatever. And Claudia said Gloria wasn't so lucky. So Tommy is pissed and he thinks Walter's behind the hit. And Claudia tells Tommy when he's walking out to watch his back. Now we see Detective Bennigan point a gun at Diamond, pushes him in the barbershop, and he wants to know where the safe is at. He wants some money, man. This man is desperate. And Diamond's trying to reason with him, why he's getting money out the safe and stuff. And Bennigan says, look, we're here because of you. And he wants 100K or whatever. And Diamond says, here's 150. Now we see Diamond out with Adrian eating at that diner. And he's pretty distracted, man. He doesn't know what to think because he heard what Jannard said. And he's confiding in Adrian, saying that he thought he could trust somebody and he's seen a side of them that he never thought he would. And then Tommy's at the window. He wants to talk to Diamond. So Diamond goes outside. He wants Diamond's help, with Walter and stuff. Tommy needs a crew behind him. And Diamond says, no, I can't help you. I'm not going back to jail for you or anybody. But he told Tommy good luck. And Tommy didn't know what else to do, so he went to Markovich, for an army and stuff, and they negotiated 1.5 million for some of his soldiers and stuff. He said that Tommy can have as many as he wants. And Tommy told Markovich that Walter's coming after him. He gave Markovich that information in exchange for who shot Gloria. Tommy's not letting that slide. He also is throwing an extra 500K on top of everything for this information. And this guy Vlado is the one who killed Gloria, and he's standing right at the door. Markovich gave him up, and Tommy walked right up to him, didn't even care, and shot him. And that was that. And then he walked out. Now we see Marshall and Dmacc coming up with a plan. They go to Gary to visit cousin Buddy, but this man was paranoid as hell, pulled a gun on them and everything. He's like, man, what are y'all doing here? I don't see nothing in your hand, no product, no nothing. And he's telling his men to kill these two young men. And they said, no, look, we can be your plug. We got a direct line to Dahlia. They bring out a brick of Dahlia. And cousin Buddy instantly tells his men to back down. And he says, look, bring me 4 more bricks by tomorrow or you're dead. Now we see Claudia getting out of a car. She's getting ready to shoot up some Serbs. And then she sees Tommy with Markovich and she's pissed off. She goes to Walter and Vic and tells them that they were right. Tommy's working with the Serbs and she's going to be loyal to her family. This is straight bullshit though, man, because Tommy's not working with the Serbs because he set anybody up. He has no choice. Claudia is stupid right now. Now Gennard gets off the phone with someone and he finds out that Marshall and Dmacc cut them out. They went straight to Gary, to cousin Buddy, and Gennard is pissed off, man. Gennard and Blackston want to kill Tommy, but they said first they're going to kill Marshall and Dmacc. Now when Tommy meets up with Dmacc in the money counting room, Dmacc tells him that he went to Gary. He says, I got a new customer for you for the Dahlia. And Tommy is pissed off, man. He's like, why are you risking your life making bad decisions? You're smart. You don't need to be doing this. And he says, look, I know you shot up JP's club. I know JP's your dad, and that makes me your uncle. And Dmacc got upset and pulled a gun on Tommy, but then he ran away. I knew he wasn't going to shoot. Then when Dmacc leaves, he goes to the stash with the photo of him and JP. And Tommy went up to him because he knows where his stash is at. And they're talking about telling JP. And Dmacc says, no, you're the adult. You tell him. And Tommy agrees, but he said, you're coming with me. And then out of nowhere, we see an SUV pull up and it starts shooting at them. Tommy pushes Dmacc out of the way and Tommy starts shooting. We see Tommy hit one of them and then Dmacc was hit in the stomach. So Dmacc was shot, which was pretty upsetting, but luckily he didn't die. Tommy rushed him to the hospital and then we see JP pull up and JP thought Tommy was hurt, but Tommy said, no, I'm fine. But somebody got shot and this person is your son. And JP was pissed off. He said that Tommy should have told him the minute he knew Dmacc was his son. Because Tommy kind of knew for a minute now. Now we see the Flynns meet with the 4 horsemen. And one of them is kind of trying to holler at Claudia. And then they talk business. Vic says we're going to kill all Serbians. And most importantly, Tommy Egan. So they say they're going to war. And that's the end of the episode. This was a solid episode, man. Really solid. Joseph Sikora was not lying when he said this was a fire-ass episode. He was telling the whole truth because this was flames. But what did you guys think of this one? Comment your thoughts down below. Let me know what you thought. What are your theories, thoughts, predictions, and everything else for the season finale? Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all Power Book 4 Force content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. If you guys want to donate to the channel, I got links below to the PayPal and Cash App accounts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.